Hypocrisy at its highest level from IMALEXX and Hojin drawing things that are illegal in some countries. Stick around for Shopping Point News. Oh, man, we're not quite back to stupid yet. Because, again, I like reporting the stupid stuff. There's been much too much hard news. But this is a little in between. This is, I don't know, serious BS allegations. And we also have some incredible internet stupidity. So it's a little cross of both. So bear with me. On the plate today would be IMALEXX and Hojin or SQUIZYY, whatever she might call herself, and we have two things. Like there's tweets being dug up all over the place because of the Slazo situation. Quick rundown of the Slazo situation. Slazo was accused of a terrible crime. All right, Slazo was accused of a terrible crime. And we were given a certain amount of DMs that prove that crime. And, of course, when the rest of the DMs were given to us by Slazo, it turned things on its head. So, naturally, the people that sort of promoted this idea, the false allegation, when they were called out and said, hey, you supported this allegation, a lot of them doubled and tripled down and continue to do it to this day. So, what the internet does, what it naturally does, when something in a fiasco blows up to this state, people start digging. They're looking for your hypocrisy. They're looking for, stuff to show that you're not worthy of an unbiased opinion on this platform. And boy, do we have it. And I'll give you an idea how hot this is. There's some stuff I can show you, and there's some stuff I can't. That's how hot this gets. We'll start with Alex, and we'll get to SQUIZYY later. This is quite unbelievable. This one coming from Nick DeOrio, not to be confused with the great Nick DeOrio, who basically buried Alex with a relatively small video, but it was well creator-supported because I think a lot of people are just sick and tired of million-sub YouTubers just running over people. With their BS statements. That's another problem with the creator on creator stuff coming. You know, guys like Alex will be able to get away with this if all criticism is deemed harassment. So let's criticize while we can. This is coming from Nick DeOrio. I wonder what IMALEXX thinks about fake assault stories. I wonder what he thinks. I imagine he'd be outraged. Here we go.
An hour later with, yes, I believe my friend, he has absolutely nothing to gain about lying about this, and only around 2% of sexual assault accusations are fake. As a victim of sexual assault,
Yeah, this is the same argument, except for the 2%. Almost 2% of allegations are fake. We don't go by averages. We find if the individual is telling the truth or not. And that's a good thing, believe me. Hey, you've been accused. Odds are you're guilty. But strangely enough, Alex is using the same argument now. But this wasn't recent.
I believe other victims. I could tell by the look of my friend's face and the tears streaming down it, he wasn't lying.
Again, same things. I don't believe she was lying because she's a good person. And Slazo isn't.
So please, stop invalidating his abuse. That is why victims never report it and why sexual assault was allowed under a rug, swept for so long in society. Boys especially feel ashamed of coming out as a sexual assault survivor because of the stigma. So for me, I always believe victims over abusers. Please, it's 2019, and let's not go back to the old barbaric ways. Victim blaming and doubting assault victims only helps the predators. Do you know what actually helps the predators? Making up a fake, fabricated story about how somebody is a sexual predator when they aren't. Because that's really going to stop people coming forward. Because it makes people like me look at these stories and think, how much of this is actually true if people could just go on the internet and spout up a terrible story like this and it receives tens of thousands of retweets. It's disgusting behaviour. This is a crime. And I can't believe people are getting away with this. An hour later...
I made a podcast on Tommy C's SFTP. If you don't know, I do a podcast. Live right here on YouTube on a different channel. And I think I said that the people that are involved in this are making it harder for victims. And old Alex here makes a tremendous argument. Strong argument. Unfortunately, I think a lot of that area of YouTube, or these creators have delved into the SJW millennial section of YouTube, and they realize it's more profitable. And if it's more profitable, their opinions start to change. I mean, this is a guy that defended PewDiePie saying the N-word by saying, hey, my friends do it all the time on Xbox. But now things are different. And no, he has not apologized yet. He's done nothing but double down. And his defenders are just getting ratioed to hell. I don't always like that, but in this situation, I think it's utterly necessary. This is Keemstar stealing my friend's meme, Nicholas, the real Nicholas DeOrio. Hey, Alex, evidence is mounting up that you plan to pin a false allegation on your so-called friend, Zlazo, because he made better videos than you on YouTube. You still have not publicly apologized, trying to ruin man's life for self-gain. Now, I got to be honest with you. Keem's not 100% wrong. I think there's mounting evidence that this was done. I don't think the dull and darks. I think a lot of people just said, oh, I got to believe her because politics. Because, nobody, I think at this point, Che made this public. She needs to be thrown on the bus and called a liar. And I think what puts Alex in a bad situation, he's been lied to, so he has to double down. And not to mention the fact he's gotten stories wrong before, like James Charles. So he decided to double down and hope that his sub count would coast him over this. All right. By the way, I accuse my friends of ape. Yes, I'm trying to get monetized. I'm getting a lot of hits and nothing. I used to accuse my friends of ape. Was my buddy's meme. Sorry if this is going to be hard on Pierce, Alex 002. That's Hannah Beebe, or Sparks, a friend of mine. But it's not like he isn't a effing monster. Like, they actively are choosing to protect Zlazo for good reason. I'm one of those people, by the way. Proud member of protecting Zlazo. And who will be done for it eventually. This reminds me of what he said if I defended or spoke out on or did a video about Ed or Zaptai, I would be done for. Still here, baby. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but he will. He'll eventually be done. The same words, same wording. You're looking more done than he is. I don't know if a YouTuber of his size can be taken out. It's not to 2016, but 3 years ago, it's game set match for Alex. But yeah, I think this lends credibility. I think the tweets that are running out there, or the screenshots of planning to take him out, making sure nobody associates with him prior to VidCon or events, so to speak. I think that lends credibility to we're taking out a competitor. Again, I don't think that everyone. I think a lot of people got on the White Knight bandwagon. But when Nick DeOrio was told, he's got making $30,000 a month on Reddit, that lends credibility to it as well. And so far, Nick's stuff hasn't been refuted by Alex. This is another one. This is just funny. Alex thinks the solution to this problem is nobody can talk about Zlazo on my channel. This was stolen by Keemstar. By the way, this work was stolen, not credited, at It's Been 95. And here we go.
Hey Alex, can you please tell me why you are hiding the word Zlazo on your channel? I tried commenting a reasonable question of, hey, can you please address the Zlazo situation? And you can see from my perspective, I can still see my comment. But I signed into my alt account and my comment was hidden. You can still see the other comments from other people as a time lapse that this isn't YouTube's fault. The only reason my word is hidden is because Alex manually went into his channel and blocked any mention of the word Zlazo in it. I also commented again to make sure to see if I was correct about this. I typed a comment Alex would much prefer to see. Great video, man. I love it. Ha ha ha. I could see it there on my main account, so I went back into my alt account And as you can see, I can see the comment from my alt account. Alex, stop hiding from this. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, and that was the plan, to hide from this. And then when Nick's video came out, and Turkey Tom's video, it shook them up. Very much shook them up. So, more hypocrisy. This is some incredible stuff. To hell with parody. Josh Show, IMALEXX took down our t-shirts. If you counterclaim it doesn't work, we'll give them away for free to our Patreons. Meanwhile, we created this, and it's Internet Slanderer. And I think on the back it says something about ape. All right? And I would think that would probably be enough to get it taken down, but that's not the reason he was given. This is interesting. It's a little small, but I'll try to read it for you. We're writing it today because your campaign, I'm an internet sensation apist, has been terminated early to content concern. It appears that it may be using content from a third-owned party. I want you to take a look at this. This is clearly parody, and it's protected. And not even that. The shirt is, of course, Alex has his internet sensation shirt. The font's not even the same, but I don't think it matters if it does. This is protected. I'm surprised the company's caving this easily to Alex. So Alex is trying to silence criticism right here by silencing by stopping parody. I think this is absolutely protected, but let's see. Teespring is caving. I've got half a mind to challenge this as well, because I don't know how well Josh Joe challenges. Parody is protected. It's protected. I mean, now they have distributors both in Europe and the UK. Europe and the United States. This is not infringement. It's not even the same font, and I don't know that he owns that font. I mean, how many Grand Theft Auto fonts have you seen on other shirts that have nothing to do with Rockstar? So we're in full panic mode. Full panic mode. Let's check this out. Oh, now we get to SQUIZYY. SQUIZYY. Or Hojin. Hojin. I guess, yeah, this is in Turkey Tom's video, it was alleged that she abused a dog. So do the Hojin memes are all the rage, and they're funny. They're very, very funny. She continues to maintain that that a 16-year-old Slazo, he's now 19, almost 20, is a predator. Continues to maintain this shit. Yeah, this is too funny. This is absolutely too funny. So I have to be really careful when I click. I think I might go over here. Unfortunately, I can't show these things. They're pornographic in nature, and I don't want to take any chances. So I'll take a look. So I don't know how to put this exactly, but SQUIZYY Hojin has been accused of drawing people that are underage. Now, I don't know if that's a fact, but she's being accused of it. So that's what I'm reporting right here. And she's also appears to have a not safe for work account where she's drawing YouTubers engaged in sexual activity. So I'll explain them the best I can. Well, this one I think I can do. Let's go back here. This one I could. This is just hypocrisy related, right? Of course, this tweet's been around. You see it on Memologies. A video came out about me spouting baseless rumors without proof, and resulting, I'm getting influx of racist remarks. Wah. Spammed by people in the comments. Don't pay attention to people. Stay positive. We with Tommy NC. Well, our virtuous SJW wasn't always so virtuous. Apparently, she wrote this. No, you stupid N-word, stupid effing N-word. F you piece of excrement. You are the worst person I've ever spoken to. I hope you fall in a toilet backwards. Eating, you get it. A lot of N-words. Very concerned about racist language. This person is. So this is just the hypocrisy stuff, and it's kind of funny. It's you got to understand how much this is outraging people. I went to war, without going into it, with the NCO over stuff that I thought they were way out of line with. One of the people that was most angry with me was a Primic, right? He got this to me. He got the N-word stuff to me, all right? If I'm saying his name right. And he has refollowed me and handed me that because he believed, like I believe, that these people shouldn't be around being able to accuse people of horrible things without, some kind of check and balance. I don't think he even likes me. But that's how important it is to a lot of YouTubers. I don't think Nick's video hit the algorithm, but the creator support has been tremendous because it's important that these guys don't get around. And there is no sign they're backing off. We haven't heard statements from Quite saying I was wrong or what have you. I think he may have been a little more. I think he's actually getting away with it. We haven't Blue Stank. We've seen doubling down by Alex, her whining about racism. Oh, you got no place to whine about that, sweetheart. None. All right, can I push this one? Yeah, because it's pretty much for the most part censored. I'll put this button back on. Boy, speaking of Edos, check Hojin's Edo well. Now, I'm not going that far. This is this person's take. And the thing is, it is a drawing of another YouTuber. Okay. And this means a name Ellen Ninetails. That means Ellen Ninetails was 16 when Hojin drew her in an actual manner. And Hojin was also over the age of consent, being around 18 or 19. Therefore, Hojin is guilty of actualizing a minor. I don't know the laws in this. They vary from country to country. Certainly, it's fucked up to sexualize a minor. She puts her. I love that people put their pronouns in Twitter. I just gets a kick. Yeah. Well, I guess it makes things less confusing because you're telling me what to do. But I think it's funny. But yeah, that's messed up. Sorry, that's messed up. I think that's messed up. I don't know all the laws. I don't pretend. I'm very confused on how this because it seems to be getting more popular and becoming more controversial. Here's the thing. Here's where I stand on it. If it's not illegal, if it is protected by the First Amendment in some way, which I'm not 100% sure it is, okay? Because that's what I go by. All right. Let's pretend it is. I don't care if you get publicly shamed for this because it's disgusting. And I'm about as liberal as it gets. As liberal as it gets. All right. As far as when it comes to, the old sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But that's a no-go. That's a no-go. Here, I don't want to show this one. This account is called Depths of Hell. It's at NSFW, FENNEC. Apparently, this is Hojin's Not Safe for Work account. And it says, Daddy Quite, and they are engaged in a sexual act. It's a sketch. It's a little weird. Of course, Quite was the person she's being accused with working with to paint Slazo with these wonderful lies. All right, and this is, boy, I wonder what Kavos thinks of this. Can I get a date on this thing? August 10th, 2017. Again, you can go see it for yourself at NSW, FENNEC. Not Safe for Work, Fennec. Depths of Hell. It is clear that Alex is engaged in a sexual act with Kavos. I'm sure he's furious, right? And Alex is, a certain oral sexual act. Screwed it up. Oh, well. Have to live with it. So what do you think? That's nothing short of amazing for me. This is incredible. And this is what happens when you screw up at this level. And I think one of the reasons it's going this far is nobody will take responsibility. They just continue to double and triple down. Again, this all could have been avoided once the stuff came out from Michael or Slazo showing that that Shay was not exactly putting everything into context. He didn't even have to apologize. He didn't have to go back to being friends with Slazo. He didn't have to throw her under the bus. He could have said, the information I was given at the time is obviously different than the information that's out there now. I really don't know what to think. But and this is without apologize, but I'm going to pull back. What the right thing to do is apologize to Slazo and walk. And there's another way you could do it too. You could throw her under the bus because she lied to you. But, there's mounting evidence that they were involved. Of course, Alex told Nick DeOrio, if you check his video out, in fact, I'll put Turkey Tom and Nick's video in the description below, that he made a draft of the now infamous Twitlonger that started this ball rolling, and it was rejected somehow. So we don't know exactly who wrote the Twitlonger, which was filled with malice, lies, and misdirection. I'm Tommy C. from Shot from the Point News. Make sure you follow us on SFTP News. Make sure you get all my takes because they don't. I'm trying to avoid monetization here. I don't try to avoid it on my podcast, which is played live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tommy C's SFTP Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and sometimes there's specials in the middle. So go sub and bell it and sub and bell us here too. Take it easy. Have a good one.